impossible to explain where I am, you guys, but I am coming into something special here. I think that is you guys over there. I think they're right there. Hold on a second. It's not that I think what that looks like, that's not what I'm talking about. But right near there. See that? Right behind there, they just were. Probably are. And you know why you're going to believe me? This is why. Camera steady. Camera steady. Let's do the camera steady today. Holy world of God knows what. Bear with this. I'll make it quick. I'm doing the best I can not to drag things out. I freak out and just stand there for hours and film. You think you get used to it, you don't. You never get used to this. Your skills increase, slightly and stuff like that, but you don't get used to it. Look at that. Ooh, I see your leprechaun entrance. 100%. It's right there. Hey, it didn't blur on me. Look at that entrance. How blatant is that? Based on what we've been filming lately. You guys, that's 100,000% right there. That we're going over there. Now watch, the ground's all mulch. It's all footprint. You gotta see the footprints here. It's crazy. I think I film more impressions than anybody in the world. I don't even show them. People are like, Mark, tell me what you think of this footprint. I'm like, I don't even care. I don't even know. I'm so beyond whether it's a footprint or not. Blatant. Everything is done around a giant totem pole here as well. Look at this, you guys. Where's your seat? You guys, this is something crazy special. This is interesting, down in that corner where that cave is, and it's by the black totem pole. I mean, this is incredible in here. Why do they go so crazy? I think some of these guys live in your neighborhood. So why here does it have to be on steroids? That's what I don't get. Like, yeah, it makes it easier. Okay, great, but if it makes it easier, then you don't have to do anything now, because this is ridiculous, really crazy, you guys. I should not talk. I ruin it by talking. I really do. Look at the mulched ground. You guys, I don't know if I've ever seen anything this complex. I think I have, but not this crazy. I mean, you never get used to it. Look at there's the seat. The seat is right there. It's right there. These guys will do things. I don't know about the ones that sit here, but I'm up around where they don't care. They go to the back of my quad. Michael, remember the one with the backward legs at my quad? I think me and Michael are probably the only ones that really get it on that one. He is literally, my quad is bottomed out. It has like a back, like a pickup truck to it in the back. It's bottomed out, and he's going through it. Like just him leaning on it is making it completely bottom out, and it looks like he has backwards legs. And he's doing it basically right in front of me on this dark day. I was that way as I approached back to where I came from. Right here, he's sitting right here, right there. So I'm going to do some personal. I'm going to a special place today. I'll take you a few shots, but I'm going to do off camera. I got to do off camera. I think you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I'm not. So I'm supposed to show this, but there's issues. I think they just put it in my head. You have to believe me that of the things I'm trying too hard. Even though I don't think so. Like, I'm literally barely even trying to zoom. Like, I know they're to my left right now. I know they are. They might be everywhere, but they're definitely to the left. And I'm not doing anything, but they just want this. They just want me to show you this. Look at all the footprints. There's a giant footprint right there. And it's right by a leprechaun stump. It's going right up there. Let's go down. I don't care how downhill this goes. I want to get out of this and see what it looks like over here. You guys, this is crazy in here. Like, I'm not talking about here, but like even down there. Just in here, everything in here is crazy. I was saying something. I was going to make a theory and I forgot. There's something happening over there. I think they got me. I feel like smiling for some reason. And there's no reason. It's so weird. The others, these aren't big boys. This is something. I hope to show you one day, guys. I really do. That's my goal, is to. Now, if we do get that, if I can sit here and film them and they let me, I asked them, please today. Please let me spend the day with you. I don't care if I film it. I would like to film it. I won't say whatever you want me to. Just tell me what to do. Let me spend the day with you. Because then even if I couldn't tell you certain things, I could still expand dramatically on the subject, in other ways. And I think it's one of the reasons that stuff doesn't happen. Do I think it's happened with somebody? Yes, I know it has. They know certain people and can trust them. They can trust me, but I think they do have a worry of me telling certain things. Like I'm a narc, basically. But I'm not. It just comes down to, I love showing you guys. Like, I wouldn't do this. Because think about how exciting it is for me. Like, I get to be like, wow, look at this crazy thing, and I get to show it to you. I get to show you a bunch of sticks. Seat. Something was just there. It's all disturbed. Where's the entrance? Man, they are really, really running all through here, only on the same paths. The Sasquatch Highway goes right through there. They always walk in the same places. I think it's one of the reasons they make sure you're not putting trail cams and stuff, because that's why trail cams rarely catch anything. They know it's there, and they're not walking there. They're on the Sasquatch Highway. The only thing that you ever catch out just roaming around seems to be a Bigfoot, typically. Although I've seen amazing footage of little ones. Wow, I'm surprised I even saw that from all the way up there. I see it now. It's really hidden. You guys, I don't know if you can see, but this is what I'm walking through. I'm just not zooming on everything. Every single thing you see, they did it. Every single stick. I mean, they touched thousands of sticks here. Thousands. Is that what I was zooming on? I think it was. If it's not, and there's another one that's even crazier, I think it's it. Because there's more. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there. There are literally 50 of them in here. But not as cool, not with an opening like that. You see this? It never differs. See the trees there, and then you look here. It's different, but it's the same thing. I got a bunch of other clips too I might throw in. So if at the end of this, I'll make a long video maybe. Because there's people, even if it's just 100 people, that want to see, so I have extra clips with Randy and his fiance. I have extra clips of Peter and his brother. Things like that. I don't know if you want to see that. I may do that for my members. Big shout out to my members, by the way. They're the most patient people in the world. They're just here to help me. Not one of them has ever complained to me. Mark, well, I'm here giving you $5 a month. You haven't done anything for the memberships. Blah, blah. No, not one of them. All I get is, and they have every right to. All I get is smiles and happy messages, right, Jennifer Gardner, she's awesome. Gardner, not Gardner. And then here's the corner. Look how interesting the corner is. So I gotta figure out, I was kind of waiting for, because the memberships are in beta on YouTube, they don't really let you interact. It's crazy. Well, how would they expect someone to give you, so people are just supposed to give you their money, and then it's only content. So if I want to reach you guys, I have to make a video, which is fine, but I just want to like sign on someday, like right now. If I had reception, be like, hey, what are you guys doing today? You know, like, hey, look at this or something. I don't want it to always have to be some secret content. I want like that. I want to put that up too. But you know, I also just want to just be in touch. I don't like the way they separate us. I don't consider my members really members. Those people are all friends of mine, pretty much. And if you're not, you can be. You know what I mean? I never put myself on a pedestal, ever. Blatant at the bottom. Look at this world, you guys. I'm so blown away by how you can navigate through it all. This is a place they'd just be standing as I walk by. Diesel doing a great job. Check out Diesel in New Jersey, guys. He really knows what he's doing. Wow. Look how squatchy. I used to hate that word. When I first started, people were like, you going squatching? I'd be like, no. That's the stupidest word I've ever heard. Now I'm like totally used to it. Like, yeah, I'm totally going out. But at first, squatching, I couldn't stand it. Bear has been here. I mean, it's literally marked by them, but the way these rocks have been moved, it could be them, but look at this, you guys. Look how it's like the aspens are incorporated with the pine. Like literally making love to the pine tree, basically. Every one of these rocks has been moved. Every single one. So it's tough to, how do you know? You know, even right on their spot, they've all been moved. Usually they place theirs. If it's just knocked over, see, this is what I think they did. Right there, they did that. They're in a pile. They're not just like, you know, with his nose, like a bear moved it over. They're literally in a pile. There is a few bears up here, but not too many. I'm just too high up. There's just, all the food is down below. Look at this, you guys. It just opened up to this crazy, like, I wasn't going to be here more than 5 minutes, and I'm following this incredible back door, like, out of their world. That goes into, you guys, that goes into no man's land. We're already in no man's land. We're at 12,000 feet. Oh, another one. Look at that. I'm going to bend down one day, this mountain line is just going to go. Oh yeah, that thing has been dug out, literally dug out. You can see how it's been dug out. You can't see the end, can you? It goes down to about here or so. Because I'm standing right where they were before. I didn't say anything, but I was like, let me just casually walk over to where they were. So here's where they are, right now. Some of them. Somewhere right here. I can feel it. Waiting for something to happen. People are like, you're gonna get eaten, or I was like, great, I don't care. They don't do that. But if they did, I'm still here for you. That's why I'm here. Great, if I get eaten, then you don't have to worry. Then you'll all know. I'm more than willing to sacrifice my life for that. Because then someone else will take up, like, listen, man, this thing, Mark always said they don't do that, and he's eaten. Now we know what to do. But you don't have to worry about that. I'd been long gone. I've stood. You can't even imagine what I've done with them, and I'm still here. So is everyone else involved in this subject. No one in this subject, think about it, guys. No one involved in this subject has ever been taken. Okay? So you have to be an idiot to even humor something that's stupid. This is all coming from human common sense. There is zero facts or logic involved at all. It's just like, oh, there's Bigfoots, that they must have done it. But that's the thing now. So super zapped. You gotta be kidding me. I just had communications back and forth. Turned the camera on, it stopped immediately. They knew I turned the camera on. Please. It's them. It's a hawk. It could just be a legit hawk, but the hawks definitely hang with them. I'm going down too far downhill. You guys, you gotta see this place. You know what? I'm just gonna stay here today. I'm not. Why would I leave? I was on the way somewhere else. This is what happens to me. I'm in the middle of something special here, you guys. I mean, my arms. I don't know if you can tell or not. They're sunburned. That's for sure from yesterday. Look at this, the way they've set up back here. You guys, these trees, none of them are on the ground. None of them, a lot of them didn't grow there. So I'm doing this because I had a tremendous experience. I'm like losing it. I'm not even gonna tell you what happened. I put the camera on, it stops instantly. Like I tried to sneak it, they know, they're like watching me like 2 feet away or something. They know exactly, even though, so I'm dealing with something over there, but there's still something like right there looking at me. They know everything. Blatant rocks. These rocks are all them, you guys. Look how, I mean, this could be a bear, but I don't know. I find them, this is a tough one to read because it's right in the middle of them. I mean, you guys got to see the scale of some of this stuff. It's just, it's unbelievable. Remember, it's, you guys think like I have this great connection, and I do in a sense, but it also hurts me a lot. So in other words, you think by now that we'd be doing jumping jacks together, but it's not necessarily the case. They have to be very careful because through me, many people will see and hear it. Just been hanging. I didn't want to make a 2-hour video. Here, this is pretty amazing. Look at this place, you guys. Everything you see, they did it. These are the big boys back behind the little ones. Look at all these trees. None of these trees are from there. I've also been going back and forth with a hawk, which is just bizarre. Making the same noises to each other. Hawks aren't really that intelligent. Not as intelligent as you think. It's mostly instinct that makes them seem really intelligent. Most predator birds are really dumb. Isn't that disappointing? Like a falcon. The one you put the hood over their heads, they're actually really stupid. I was like, what? I told this story before. Whenever you see that and they come down, always look, because they'll hide. They love to hide. They wouldn't be there now because I was literally just standing there. But when I used to pull, I was in environmental work, and I used to, right before I came here actually, and I used to pull oil tanks. We had an insurance adjuster, the owner of the company. We usually sent agents, but they would come out pretty often themselves to watch the jobs, him or his wife, this guy Tom. I forget her name now. And he was also like a world-renowned bird expert. I've told this once before. And he would bring them. He was going to some show. We were in New Jersey, but he, like, an hour and a half from the city, but he was going to New York City after the job. He just has to be there for the homeowner. To do some big event in New York City with a bunch of models with his birds. He has like owls, falcons. Depends at the time, but he breeds them, raises them. He's been on all those shows. Steve Irwin, back in the day. He's been on all the shows as the best bird guy in the world. And I used to know him, and he's the one that told me that. I was like, they must be so smart. And he goes, Mark, these are the dumbest animals that ever exist. He goes, I'm the top breeder, one of the top breeders in the world. I was like, really? Like, he's like, it's all instinct. He put the hood on her. He had his falcon that day. You guys, the most badass falcon you've ever seen, right? This huge falcon. He puts the hood on it, and it thinks it's nighttime. You know, that's why they put the hood on it, because they think they right away they think it's nighttime. They don't think, oh, I can't see. He's like, blatant. He thinks it's nighttime. They're hanging right here. You can see all the dirt in between a giant, what I call, walkway structure. Yeah, so just so you know, I know a lot of people don't know that. You know, and I know a lot of you love these animals. So I don't want to make you sad, like, because it did me, like, but believe it or not, owls, falcons. I don't know about like an eagle. I'm assuming it's similar. Eagles to me seem very thoughtful, like they're thinking. But he didn't tell me about eagles, but a falcon is like one of the best hunters. And he said, Mark, he hunts with falcons, like 2 falcons. Like, so he goes out hunting, they leave him. They leave him, and then they circle above him and hunt. So here you go, here you come back in. Amazing, you guys. Let me leave the video with this. Yeah, predator birds aren't that bright. I'd like to hear, I'm not even saying that factually, I'm just going by what this bird expert I used to know told me. So don't yell at me if you disagree. In fact, tell me, because I have to take his word for it. He's also the type of guy that would never believe this. Like, if you even mentioned like the subject to him, I never did, but if you did, he wouldn't believe. Right away, he knows everything, this guy. I call it small man syndrome. He's like this, you know, he comes up to like below my chest. And he just thinks he's like, he comes off that way anyway, like a little arrogant, like he knows everything. So I'd be interested to hear if you know anything about birds. Look at that, you guys. So here, I wanted to do that. That's why I was telling the story. I think it's because I'm zapped out of my mind. But I don't know if it is or not. Look at the outskirts. So you could walk that way and pretty much be out of everything, right? Or you can go there and be in everything. Andrew, good job there in Australia. Andrew always doing timestamps. Colorado Bigfoot, you guys have like 15,000 followers on there, or likes or whatever. You'd be surprised what's on Colorado Bigfoot on Facebook. Just go to, that's my page, not a group. Look at his footprints. Hold on. Give me a minute. So real quick, let me walk you out the edge. So I'm right on the edge, right? Like I was right there, I turned off the clip. You can just see it. It's insanity. It's so much easier to see with your eyes in the camera, I'll tell you. The only time the camera really works is when, like I always tell people to square it like off of like an incredible structure, and then you can really see it. But when you're seeing this, you got to be here. It's unbelievable. What the hell was that? I gotta try that. And then look at the edge. Look how disturbed it is. There's a footprint right there. It's right there. Right there. I can even see the toes. It's right. I'm not going to touch the toes. The toes are in front of my toes. What the hell was that? I really had to talk with them about hanging out with them. You have to, if you guys, whoever has a close relationship, do one thing. Here's something that nobody knows, okay? Not many. What they don't know to do this. It comes from being around them. You see that? How is that all of a sudden? How is that happening all of a sudden? There hasn't been a sound here in an hour. Can't see it. It's weird. All I'm telling you is be suspicious of anything you hear if you're standing near that. They're in control of every noise in here. Look at the rock at the end of the trouble. This thing on the stump. Believe me, I know how annoying the whistle sounds. Tough. It's my calling card. There's nothing to do with YouTube. You should hear me when the camera's not on. I'm always doing it. It has nothing to do with you guys. I never try to get a catchphrase. The only thing that just stuck by accident was blatant. I didn't even mean to say the word blatant. That's usually how things stick when it's an accident, you know. If I wanted a word to stick, then it wouldn't stick. Thanks, you guys. Simply incredible back there how that changes from that to that. Nothing's different. This is we're talking about a few hundred yards here from there to there. They made it that way. Who doesn't see that? You guys, that's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. You just gotta look. Every single thing is a structure. See how it's off the ground? It's off the ground. People are just too simple. I don't understand it. Walkway right on the outside, Sasquatch Highway. You know it's a Sasquatch Highway? Because of that. Their walkways always go right through this. Footprint. 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 Footprints all the way through here. I should say impressions that look like footprints. Hey, forget about it, eh? I'm telling you, like the last couple of days, it's been brutal. Like I almost feel like they're like, look, you guys gotta stop. That's why Mark keeps coming back, because you're like too much, because you're making noises, and he's never gonna leave if you keep making these noises. And they might be right about that. Like I might, you know, the more I get, just by default, the more like, you know, if the guy came by here, he's like, high five, and he just kept jogging. Of course I'm gonna come back. Like, this is where I got high fived. What the? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I didn't even know I could say that. Now I'm singing that song. I don't think I ever heard that song. Califragilistic. I think it's one word. Because I put it into the voice text, and it came out as one word. So supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is one word. I guess I did know that. I don't know. I forget everything I used to know. Remember to learn anything new, to take information, just like that thing I post sometimes, okay? To take any information, new information, you must first empty the garbage. That's all that's in any of our heads, just a bunch of garbage. Just stuff that's meaningless. I'm not talking about like the memories of your children. I'm talking about like, you know, what you might think of the stars, or what you think of dinosaurs, or what you might think of anything. It's probably not accurate. And, you know, I think it would be interesting to be able to trust our government. It'd be interesting to be able to know for fact whatever they say is real, to be at the brink of everything always, not to have secrets. You know, I really do believe it's time for a change.